Hey, hey everybody. I just went ahead and went live a little bit early. I want to make sure I have it up on the screen, this press conference. It should start, sorry, it should start roughly about 3 is what they're saying, 4 Eastern. I'm in Tennessee, but I am in a different time zone. So thank you everybody for coming. And yes, I'm telling you now, Tennessee's saturated with the storms, bad storms. Now, and hopefully the connection will be okay too. So, thank you everybody for stopping by. I so appreciate y'all, coming here and sharing your opinions and thoughts with me. Let's do a quick roll call. Mariah Skeet, welcome. Mariah, I did get your email, and anybody else who sent me emails and stuff this weekend, I was trying to just decompress. And it was Father's Day, and Hubs kind of worries from time to time, and he knows if I'm getting a little saturated, I guess you'll say. Some stories just eat your lunch worse than others. Y'all know, whether you have a channel or not, y'all are invested. If you wasn't invested, you wouldn't be tuning in. So it's not just because I'm a creator, but I do stay up looking, going, reading, all this stuff. And I go, and it's not good. Even though I don't give that to y'all, Hubs definitely gets it. So yesterday I took time for him and the family, and it was a wonderful day. So, but I will answer all the emails and stuff that were sent. There were several, and I just thank y'all. Stephanie, welcome, baby. Thank you so much. It is Stacy, Mariah, Lindsay, Marie says, I hope you managed to dig up lots of info and pics, and I have. There's so much info and misinfo on this case, and thanks for your dedication covering these stories for the babies. And I enjoy your content, and I enjoy the support, because I definitely, it'd be a lot boring. It'd be pretty boring if I was just sitting here talking to myself. I can't be here without y'all, period. Thank you for your support. I so appreciate it. Skeet again. Hello. Shar, my baby. Listen, McKay, 55. Lizatia, Browns, Hoppy. Hello. April. My people. Joan. No excuses. Black Queen. TJ. Hello. My favorites. I love y'all. Y'all are all here. Thank you. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. It's super, super important. Coming for the flood. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's bad here. Like the weather. The weather's bad in Tennessee. Much like the black cloud that is, where in the world is this baby at? It's getting a little weird, guys. It's getting a little weird. Okay, Cooper, hello. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming. I'm going to real quickly. Yes, Shar, my baby. Good day. I imagine she's out here somewhere. She'll be joining in lot. She's busy, but she'll be popping in with them links, the useful links. I'm going to check in while I got y'all, and I'm going to try to go ahead and get this press conference set up. What's up, DJ? Hey, baby. Thank you so much, Black Queen. Oh, I love the compliments. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I just threw a straightener on and threw a little stupid hat because my hair is being dumb. And here we are. Perfection. Oh, God. And I'm sorry about the other day. Like, I don't know. The damn StreamYards, it doesn't like me. And I haven't had the time to sit down and figure out the Streamlabs. So it's just the way it is over here. I have a full life outside of this channel. So, yeah, it shows. It definitely shows. So let me pull up this press conference. I don't want to miss anything. I've got my Facebook up, and I also have this the channel 11. But whoever I can catch with the live, that's what I'm going to do. So let's see. So y'all just give me a second. I'll be back to the channel or to the chat in just a second. Oh, it's just taking forever. Let's see. American Airlines. Well, WJH. Let's see. Now, let me see if I can go to Ainsley Daniels' page and see if she's got her live feed up. If anybody has a live feed up right now, will you send it to me? Because I don't exactly know what feed is up. It should be starting in like 3 minutes. Oh my gosh, this storm is already got my laptop running slow. But I will say this. Do y'all hear any clicking? Because I think I fixed the clicking issue. Okay, here we are on Ainsley's page. Let's see. Does she have anything live yet? Let me get back to y'all real quick and see what y'all are saying. Let's see. All right. If anybody, hey BL, welcome, baby. Let's see. Shar, if you have that, send it to me. If not, I'm going to keep digging. Let me go back to their page, to their actual webpage. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have it on a couple platforms, but I'm just trying to. Let me do this. Let me see if I can pull up a. Yeah, I would say that they will have it, at some point live. A lot of times they will already have the feed running. So let me check the Facebook pages. Let's see if we have a live feed going somewhere. Well, if something happens with the stream, I'm just going to recreate it and then go right back. But like last week, or what was it, Saturday? Yeah, I didn't have a choice. It just crashed. I couldn't do anything but just let it crash. Let it burn. All right, yeah. It's not going it's not going as fast as I want. It's the webpage for 11. Yeah, well, that's where I'm at. So I guess, I mean, I had the channel 11 page pulled up. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. 15 seconds ago. All right, guys. Thank you, Shar, my baby. Well, I clicked it. Did it not pull up? Okay, here we go. All right, now go ahead and just share the screen, guys. Hey, Tracy. Hello, everybody. Do I have the old wells out still? We had them. Yes, we have everything here. Caves, wells, mountains, you name it. All right. Yeah, the weather is really bad here in Tennessee right now. And I think it's coming up this way, so I don't know if it's actually hit that side of Tennessee yet. I tell you right now, I'm about to hit the side of my nerve if this damn internet doesn't start cooperating. Shit. Here we go. It should be popping up. All right, here we go. I'm working on it, y'all. I even pay like extra for internet, extra for this, extra for that. You see, it really helps. It really is doing something. I have Spectrum. Yours is buffering too. It might be. Well, they're in Tennessee too. You know what I mean? So, here we go. Now, okay, here we go. Now we should be at least okay. At least we're sharing the screen. All right. All right. Just waiting on the spinny wheel. I spend more time on this damn spinny wheel. But this is their actual webpage, and Shar said she was getting the spinning wheel too, and she's in a whole nother state, so that makes me feel.
Summer is still missing, and we are more concerned than ever and desperate to find her. TBI agents continue to work with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office and the FBI in an effort to determine what happened to Summer. We are utilizing all available resources, to include the FBI's Child Abduction Rapid Deployment Team. We want to reiterate that the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance remain unclear, which is why we've been exploring all possibilities. Agents and detectives have followed up on a number of leads, to include residential surveillance video and photos from around the area of Summer's home. Drivers seen in the area at the time of her disappearance have been identified and interviewed. While we've not ruled out an abduction, we simply do not have any evidence at this point to confirm that's what occurred.
All right.
For that reason, the ground search for Summer continues. It's possible that she wandered off and is lost and afraid. Sheriff Ronnie Lawson is going to talk more about what we need from property owners at this point.
Still at this
Sheriff?
point, they think that? I mean,
Thank you. First of all, I want to let everyone know that what a big asset that Mount Carmel Baptist Church has been to us. They've opened their doors, their church, their fellowship hall, their land. As y'all see, this is a very remote area, and we would be in desperate trouble if we didn't have that place to set up our command post. With that said, we use every available resource that we have, and today I want to use you all. I want the word to get out to all the residents in the Upper Beach Creek community,
hey, Bamboo.
Hawkins County, and Sullivan County. We need the residents to go back today, tonight, tomorrow,
Thank you.
as soon as possible, and go back and check their entire property, any outbuildings, any barns, any place a child could hide. We desperately need you to do that for us.
Thank you.
It's easier for you to check your own property than it is to send officers there. We have not stopped. As the captain will tell you, we've been 24/7 for 6 days now. So we desperately need help from the community now in searching their own property. Any question? Okay, Captain.
Thank you, Sheriff.
God, man.
As both of them have stated, we will continue to search for Summer Wells until we locate Summer Wells. As of June 21st, 2021, search and rescue efforts for missing 5-year-old Summer Wells will continue throughout the day and also the night. At this point, we have utilized 72 agencies from Tennessee, Ohio, Virginia, Alabama, Georgia, and North Carolina
Praise God.
assisting in these search efforts. Numerous specialized search and rescue groups and canine teams have been represented from these multiple different agencies. To date, we have estimated approximately 2,400 acres have been searched since Tuesday night when she was reported missing. The rugged mountainous terrain continues to cause problems and slow the search operations at times. The search will continue Tuesday morning into Wednesday morning. An updated release will be issued as new information becomes available. And as stated before, if anyone has any information on the disappearance of Summer Wells, please contact Hawkins County Sheriff's Department and our 1-800-TBA fine. Thank you.
There is rumblings.
Questions at this time.
Well, we'll listen to this.
Just wondering, has Summer ever wandered off before?
According to family members, it's not common for her to wander off.
Saturday, there was a pretty extensive search into the evening. Can you elaborate on
They did to the end of the driveway.
Why there was such a large presence of crews come back out?
Anytime we have information that could potentially lead us to locating Summer, we're going to use all resources. Crews were in the area following up on a lead. Unfortunately, Summer's still missing.
Yeah.
How is the changing weather impacting your search?
Sure, that's a great question. Captain Coop, can you explain?
So the projected forecast here for the next 24 to 48 hours will change our approach. It will not change our aggressive approach. The only thing that this will change, it will change maybe what terrain we approach at this time. Due to the severe thunderstorms, we can't put our teams in danger to turn around and maximize the situation. We are monitoring weather 24 hours a day, 7 days a week with live weather updates. We are also utilizing the National Weather Service, who calls us on a routine basis if there's any type of weather that's approaching our immediate area.
They do have dive teams.
They have been more than helpful with notifying us in a very timely manner to allow us to know to we can plan on how we're going to approach these areas.
I agree, Lindsay.
About the weather, is there concern about some of these crews from other areas having to go back to their area to respond?
I think she's talking about a press conference.
speaking with some of these teams, especially the teams that have been coming out of state, traveling 4+ hours, they also have had to do what we've had to do is utilize as much resources as we can to find summer wells, but we still have to be able to cover our areas. So a lot of these people, they're still allowing people to stay back. When these crews from out of town then return, they'll swap out. Those crews will then monitor their areas.
If one of y'all want to
send me
the link to the documentary, I will put it in the chat. Some places there can be mudslides, but not super common. More like rock.
Recovery mode instead of potential rescue mode.
Let's elaborate on that.
We will address that at some point, but right now our focus remains on finding summer. We're using all resources as of today, and we want that to be the focus right now.
This is a question more for maybe Leslie and Sheriff Lawson. You just mentioned that you have used some surveillance video, things that you had asked for earlier. Maybe can you elaborate what you saw in that surveillance video and how that might have helped you?
Well, as you know, and you guys helped us get the word out, we asked residents to let us know if they had surveillance cameras around their home or trail cameras. Residents have reached out. We've reviewed those photos and video, and if we identified a vehicle in the video, we would identify the driver and then speak with the driver.
The dogs did pick up a scent. It ended at her driveway.
How long would someone typically go missing? How long does it take to find?
Hey, Brooke. Katie.
Every case is different. It's a case-by-case situation.
On day 6 now, for maybe the folks that are out there in the
Miss
field, how are you
Kojak.
keeping, I guess, morale
Welcome.
and spirits? How are, I'm sure folks are tired. They've been out here tirelessly for days on end now. How are you
Hey, Elle.
keeping folks engaged and spirits up?
Ultimately, the people that's involved with the search operations, we all have the same outlook. We will not quit until we find summer wells. So these guys have spent countless hours, day in, day out, nighttime. The thing that I stress with my guys is
hopefully they mention that,
Kay.
Kay.
Getting tired, please take a break.
Because that's
get
perfect.
Rest, rehab, recover. That way you can come back and continue to go stronger. It is a large family with law enforcement involved. We keep each other's spirits up. It's all a team effort. And to elaborate on it, a lot of times you guys being up here, you start seeing a lot of people leave at the evening time. At the evening time, it is too treacherous and too dangerous unless TBI or
And then you're searching for somebody else. I mean, yeah.
Too dangerous for us
Rosemary
to keep our guys up in
Blythe.
these mountains in this treacherous terrain at nighttime.
Venus,
But I
hello.
want you guys to know and rest assured, along with the community, that search efforts do not stop when it gets dark. We have been utilizing fixed wing and aerial aviation. We literally scan this area from the time it gets dark to the time that we return in the morning. It does not quit. They utilize multiple resources, FLIR, and other things to continually map this area and to continue to search for summer wells.
I don't think a scent
This is a question more for Sheriff
necessarily
Lawson,
means
or Lawson, I'm sorry. I know we
abduction.
talked a lot about there's 2 different operations going on, Find Summer as well as the
Y'all listen, they're
investigation.
asking
More
about
on
the investigative.
side that you can tell us into anything that you talked with family members or anyone who last saw her since we last spoke on Friday.
We've interviewed so many people in the community on the road, and we're still jointly working with TBI and the FBI, and
Thank you, Sharp.
everything is really going real well.
We're watching
We
a
cover each
second.
other's tracks, go back and re-interview, and like Captain said, Leslie, we're not going to stop till we find something.
How is her family doing? I mean, this is going into day 7.
Look at his eyes.
Tomorrow will be day 7.
What's he gonna
Their
say?
child's gone missing and no leads in this massive search operation. How is her family holding up? Have you spoken with her parents? How are they doing?
Yeah.
We've spoken with her parents. I can't speak for them. They spoke with you. They're being cooperative. Of course, they're upset. So we continue to keep them updated and do whatever possible we can to find summer. And we just ask everyone in the community, especially those of you who have any tidbit of information that you haven't shared, to please come forward. Her family asks that as well.
And last week, you also talked a little bit about speculation and social media rumors. Has that continued to get worse over the weekend? And is that continuing to maybe even cause hindrance?
Hey, Reba.
Sure, it's always a battle. We ask residents with credible information to call 1-800-TBI-FIND and submit tips through that avenue. we find that we're receiving a lot of tips that is a screenshot from Facebook. It's an opinion or speculation. That's not a credible tip.
Sure ain't.
And it just bogs down the system, as I've mentioned before. So please only share credible information.
We're going to watch
Someone's
that press
opinion
conference in a
or
minute about the sister
idea
with the
on Facebook
documentary.
is not a credible tip. Did you have a question?
I was gonna ask,
Okay.
has the family been ruled out? I know they said that they understood you investigating them and interviewing them. Have they been
Hey, good
ruled out
day.
this time? Are you still working?
As we've said time and time again, the circumstances leading to Summer's disappearance are very much under investigation. And at this time, we continue to explore all possibilities. Okay, thanks for coming, guys.
Okay.
We appreciate the continuing coverage. We appreciate the community and all their support. And again, I can't stress enough, anyone with information is asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND. Thank you.
All right. So let me get back here to y'all. So, you're buffering so bad. Yeah, I don't know where you're at, 55, but praise God, we got through the damn press conference without it. But hey, Sean, and anybody welcome. So if y'all want to, we can look at the presser with a little documentary for the missing sister who's been missing 10 years. What else was I going to say? So y'all were talking about the scent. I have seen a lot of things about the scent. So true enough. Okay, well, we will say this. Hey, Seagate, welcome, baby. And hey, good day. I didn't know if you heard me. Hello. And Dorothy. So what I will say as far as the scent, okay? Nope. True enough, law enforcement hasn't said it. So it is hearsay. Fine. I'll give you that much. But when I said it, that there are being dogs, there are divers. But what I was saying, what I'm about to say is that just because the scent, to me, if the scent, whatever is out there and it's true, and I have heard it somewhere else besides her dad, somewhere else besides the family, somebody who does know the family, and yes, there is scent. So, but what I will say for that, it doesn't necessarily mean abduction. To me, it means she never left the property, is what it says to me. But, you know what I'm saying? Or, and even if, let's say that there is not, that the scent did stop right there, that doesn't mean that she didn't hop in the car with somebody the family knows. I mean, there's a lot of moving parts. And if I came out with every single thing I read, saw, or people reach out to me about, this channel would just be, you know, it's not looking good though. I'm telling you, but I don't want to put out false information. I don't want to put out stuff that's not verifiable or whatever. And I do not want to, I'm just not doing that. It is now and will always remain for me in this channel about Summer. Of course, we will talk potentially this, that, and other. And yeah, it all matters. It all matters in the grand scheme of things. It matters if I'm an actual law enforcement person, but I am not. I'm a dumb hick behind a laptop. So, you know, and I know I'm not stupid. I just say that for context. Like literally, guys, I'm behind a computer screen. So Katie B says she could have been picked up by its side and taken somewhere else on the property. Yeah. Another close property. Yeah. I want to say this too, man. I'm going to tell you some of the biggest red flags for me is just people will tell you who they are in general in life. If you listen closely enough, people will tell you who they are, right? Listen to what this dad says. Like he says so much weird stuff to me. Like the dad says weird stuff. Very, very Morphew-ish. Very Larry Millette. Which, you know, allegedly nothing's come out with Mr. Millette, but we all know where Barry Morphew is. From the lions, tigers, and druggies. Oh my. I mean, everything. Resurrection. Mom talked about her as if she was already gone. You know what I mean? But she is gone. She's nowhere to be found. So I don't know. I do want to say this too. And I don't get into a lot of the bullshit, I guess it is, and I don't allow the story to take over, like the channel. At least I keep that shit private. But I do want to say, and yeah, it's obvious she was in deplorable conditions. It's obvious this, it's obvious that. But what I will say is, it's real easy even for me, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't have the greatest of growing up, but it's easy to say, you know, oh, well, they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. And the dad is deflecting. I completely agree. But what I will say is that, let's just say by chance, you know, people are like, why are they acting like this? She's talking inappropriate. They're doing this. They're doing that. And I ain't even talking about being barefoot and bald headed. I think we're past that shit by now. But if you have never had something and you've never been raised around something and you're shut off from the entire world, you have nothing to compare it to. So in essence, these people have a damn book. A box, a device. They have a device that they can look at the outside world in, okay? I talked about this on the last stream. You pretend as if, okay? No, of course some things should just be instinctual and feel wrong, but if you have been raised from shit, your parents was raised from shit, their grandparents was raised from shit, and it goes on and on. That is generational bondage. You can't give something you don't have, okay? Of course, if they did something to their child, it's wrong, and they would know it's wrong. But as far as all the other things, if they don't know any better and everybody they're around, which is most of the time just family, you don't know anything else. So I'm just saying, victim of circumstance, generational bondage. I'm going to tell you right now, take out the mountain hillbilly people we got going on. Same thing in, say, for instance, if a kid grows up in the damn streets of New York, if the kid grows up here, if this, that, let me tell you something. No shit. The little town I grew up in Tennessee, I had never seen a gay person. I was barely around black people. And I'm telling you, like, I was just shook by the world in general. You don't know if you don't know. Now, I didn't, you know, I evolved. I got better. I moved away. I did this. I did that. But as a kid, that shit, I didn't have that shit. I wasn't around it. It wasn't in the school. Like I was unaware. It's no different than a kid that grows up in the damn streets of Chicago. I mean, yeah, it's different, but the theme is the same. The general consensus is the same. And more importantly, the end result is the same if you don't evolve. Period. You can't do if you don't know. And if you're looking at your device, well, this is how the outside world reacts. Well, that's a poor, shitty version of the world, right? Right. So I just keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? It's generational bondage. I would fair to say, and then I'm going to shut up about this and we're going to move on. And what if y'all want to watch the presser with the sister? Well, I'm going to show y'all a couple pictures and show y'all some things I found. But in my opinion, generational bondage is what's wrong with 70% of the entire world. And that's just personally. Fathers not being in the home, kids, you know, it's just 70% of the world's problems is generational bondage. There's no cycle breaking. So I digress and let's move on. So I do want to show y'all. Let me get it pulled up first. Let me do that first. And then, all right, Shar sent me the presser. Well, I do want to watch this. Let me enlarge this. Hold on. This is Summer's dad from yesterday. Let me share the screen. Hey, F off. I love that little handle you got there. And Miranda, everybody, if I didn't say hello to you, hello. I'm just trying to keep it moving. But y'all know normally I say hello to all my people. Who is that one YouTuber? I love her. She's like, y'all already know if y'all are here and y'all are subscribers. Y'all are my babies. It's a little cheesy, but I think it's hilarious. So this is Dad yesterday.
I'm still, with all these rumors going around, we're starting to wonder this and that, but looks like it's still back to somebody abducted her.
Are you involved with some people that could have possibly done that?
No. I try to stay involved with
No.
people and good people.
Absolutely not. Yes, Shar.
Stuff like that, especially for my kids' sake.
So if she was abducted, you think it was somebody that you don't know?
Yeah.
Of course not.
If they have her right now, what kind of message would you want to say?
Just please have mercy on that poor little baby. If there's an ounce of mercy in your body, please let her find a way to get home. So maybe God will have mercy on you.
What's it like on, this Father's Day to have one of your children missing?
It's horrible. Horrible, absolutely horrible.
She's your youngest?
Yes.
What are you hoping at this point?
I'm hoping that she comes home, I'm hoping and praying that she's not in any pain or misery or being hurt.
What do y'all think?
What do you think at this point happened to her?
All right, I'm gonna get back to the chat, and then we're gonna watch this that Shar sent me. Hey, Cece, welcome, baby. You don't know if anything else. Okay, let me go back and read a little bit of what you're saying. Defecting. Heck, I may be a little older, but trust me, I know you're talking. Yes. Y'all already know. Y'all are my babies. He does seem a little disconnected. You know what, though? Anybody that, and I would say it's obvious he's not like heavy, pills or anything, but Xanaxes will do you like that. Valium will do you like that. Just kind of make you seem a little detached, just a little bit, hey, man. But to that 20-minute interview or 10-minute interview he did with the Times something, we watched it Saturday or listened to it, and we can go back because this stream I'm going to run a little longer today because, I just think really it's bugging. I just want to. Bottom line, and we can kind of get some stuff out. So yeah, hey Sapito, hello. I wonder. Yep, that's what I was just about to say. Yeah, kind of like, hey, and if you're not used to dealing with the public in massive droves, I noticed somebody revamped the TikTok page. I did notice that. 55 says he kind of looks to me like Family Tree doesn't have a lot of fun. You're probably right. I would even say it's probably a spork at this point. But all right, let's hop over and let's watch this documentary that Shar sent me. And I don't, perhaps I haven't seen it. And Lindsay, thank you for your compliment earlier. I really appreciate that. I really do. It's very nice. Okay, this is about the missing sister. And some are like, it doesn't have nothing to do with it. But you know what? I'm telling you now, I don't have not one missing person out of my entire family tree that I'm aware of. So I would fair to say that it's probably more common now with missing people, but it's probably not super common. So 2 missing people in 10 years kind of raises a little bit of a red flag. I'm going to read y'all something too. I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to read you something that I saw on Facebook earlier. Words kicking my ass that I saw on Facebook earlier. It's a little bit sketchy about Dad. There's a little bit of something going on about Dad. So.
Tucked away in the rolling hills and dense forests.
Oh, that's awful.
Is a landscape so beautiful,
quality.
I swear, was taken directly from a painting.
Well, hold on. Never mind.
But if you look close enough, there is a dark cloud lingering in the distance. A secret.
Why is the screen like this?
A secret that has haunted Candace Hare in this community for 10 long years.
There we go. That's a little better.
It's horrible. It's hard to deal with.
Good grief. I had to
Very
stay
hard
on
to deal
there.
with. And my life will never be known.
Well, we haven't watched 4 minutes. Okay, never mind.
Where my daughter is. On August 21st, 2009, Rose Marie Bly left her residence in St. Croix Falls, Wisconsin, believed to be en route to
She
Cushing,
looks like the
just
mom.
a short 6-mile drive to the east. The 21-year-old mother of 2 never made it. Days later, Bly's 2001 Pontiac Grand Am was found in the village of Grantsburg, nearly 17 miles north of her house, with no explanation as to how it got there. No one has seen or heard from her since. There hasn't been a day that has gone by when Candace Hare hasn't wondered where her youngest daughter is, or if she's okay. With a missing child, there's a hole in your heart that can't be filled.
Can y'all hear it okay?
And it's an impossible journey every day to wake up and wonder where she is.
Very true, Katie.
Trying to figure out where my daughter is. It's horrible.
It's not a good feeling. It's just, I wish I knew where she was.
But this grandma
My name
seems
is Brent
okay.
Walk, and I'm the Polk County Sheriff.
When Rose Bly went missing, Brent Walk was a patrol sergeant with the Polk County Sheriff's Department. Now a sheriff, Walk and his office have made finding Bly a top priority. To date, the Sheriff's Department has investigated more than 200 tips and have interviewed more than 150 people. Still, the same
Hey,
question
Tracy,
remains.
welcome, baby.
Where is Rose Bly?
Hey,
I
advocate.
sympathize with the family of Rose because they want to know the answers, much like we do. And when these answers are largely unknown, that's very difficult.
And those of y'all just tuning in, this is about, and some of y'all may or may not know, but we're still talking about Summer Wells, the missing baby out of Tennessee, 5 years old, which, can I also just throw out her parents didn't even know how old she was when they called 911. They originally said she's 4. This is about the Summer's mother's sister who has been missing for 10 years. So 2 missing people, 2 different states, same family, 10 years difference. This is a little small documentary about her story.
To deal with when you have to keep questioning what happened to Rose and where did she go, and certainly that is the solution we're looking for. We want to bring closure to this. 10 years, a decade, that's a lot of time.
It's actually 11 years
you just
now.
look at what's changed in our lives and our careers, yet alone this case is still out there. And
hey, advocate.
We would like to bring conclusion to it.
I don't know. Do y'all know when Summer's birthday is?
To avoid this area. And I can't. It just draws me back.
Oh.
And I don't know.
Years of worry and wondering. A full decade Rose's children have had to spend without their mother.
Why did YouTube try to block Brown's prayer hands?
Someone has the key. Everyone agrees it's time for this mystery to be solved. It's time for Rose to come home.
Not sure which way, but she's out for something. It's hard not to cry, even just out here looking. It just brings tears to my eyes, not knowing what actually really happened.
Do her parents even know her? What?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Still have the same number.
You know what though? Oh, I'm about to show y'all something in a second. All right, so that is the presser. Let me get this. I was looking at the chat. So that is the presser for the missing sister. I want to Skeet. Okay. Yes, Skeet, and I agree. And I do want to say something else too. From looking at pictures of the mom. Now, Grant, hey, y'all, I didn't told y'all, I don't, whatever, but didn't the mother seem kind of she could, if somebody told me she went both ways, I don't think it would surprise me. But then again, it could just be the testosterone. I mean, they could all, honest to God, they could just all run a little bit more manly, more I don't even want to say misogynistic necessarily, but just more men. I cannot imagine losing a child. Yeah. Skeet, I thought the same thing. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if she, dad's religious, and I think she's warding off. It's definitely, to me, it looks like there's probably a good bit of age difference as well. I don't know. I do want to talk about a couple things though. And here is some, and I'm going to, let me do this. Stop sharing. I just want to run this in the back. Let's see. That way we'll know. I wanted to say too, first off, now police haven't said anything. I was told that there is a branch of the Texas EquiSearch, our Tennessee branch. I was told that they were here. and they were working closely with the family and law enforcement, I don't know if there's any validity to that. I don't know. Also, what else was it? I saw something else, and I'm always losing my damn train of thought. Okay, I'm trying to just find a little video that we can watch, little sweet baby. There is definitely some, there's a picture where there is back, I probably, hope to God, I never had to say anything else about this damn ball head situation, but I hope y'all, it's going, okay. But there is one of the pictures I'm posted on one of the family pages to where there is lice treatment. I hope my face is not frozen on y'all's end like it is on mine, because that's an ugly side of me. And I don't know, my whole laptop just Midwest EquiSearch. Yes, I have heard that. Her husband died 2 years ago at 85. Whose husband? The grandmother's? What is going on? Well, I froze up for a second, y'all. Just bear with me. Hopefully it'll fix itself. What else was I going to say? Heck. Oh, it's freezing up, y'all. Just bear with me. So, that's what I wanted to do, too. Well, when the dad said, I heard people can track people on Facebook. Well, sure as shit, Summer actually has a Facebook page. What kind of 5-year-old has a Facebook page? My 6-year-old doesn't even have devices, for crying out loud. So, okay, now my screen's finally catching up, hopefully. Hello, Elegacy. She had attended a school before she went missing. Yes, she did attend a school. What is the bald-headed and the poor situation? Okay, they are saying, from my understanding, the school did come out and say that they did have a lice infestation. Let's see. If it was lice, then why wasn't dad bald? Very good question. Maybe because he's probably a grown-up and he might have took care of it himself. I don't know. At one point, the whole family was bald. I don't know about dad. Damn it. My little thing is froze up. Hopefully it'll catch up in a second. Here we go. Is it working now? Oh, I got my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it must be the internet here. Let's see. Let me see what y'all are looking at. Let me pull it up because I've got my internet thing. Can y'all hear me? Well, it looks like y'all can hear me. It's just my little thing isn't cooperating. So let me just do this. All right. Let me see. Let me see. You think she's alive too? You think she's alive? Hey, I'm in a second. As soon as I catch up, I can drop a link too. I would love to hear your thoughts on why you think she's alive. I would love for sure. As soon as my laptop stops acting, here we go. I think it's finally catching up. There we go. All right. Is it going to work? I think everything is caught up now. Okay. Here we go. What? Okay. Now it should be. Your niece used to have notes come home all the time with classmates. Oh, God. Yeah. I said it on the stream the other day. If you're white, and I'm telling you, at least for me, you deal with head lice. I'm telling you. And I even shared the story. No, I've never had my head shaved, but my grandmother, which I'm telling you, I don't think she liked me very much. I just really don't think she liked me. But she was a beautician. She didn't shave my head, but she thinned it so much and cut it so short, I looked like a little boy. And it was traumatizing. And I went to school and I got picked on and, well, you look like a boy. Now kids don't care. Now, it's whatever. But I'm going to read y'all this while I had this plan. I'm not going to show it, but I am going to read it. And, okay. Let me see. Where's it at? Hold on. I know I just took... Okay, here it is. Oh, I did want to too. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Where is this picture that I took or screenshot? Here it is. Okay. So I saw this morning. Now, grain of salt. This is not the news. This is not, this is just something I observed on Facebook. I'm not naming names. Could be completely a troll. I don't know, but I'm going to share it with y'all. And those of y'all in the Facebook groups, I'm sure you've already seen this. Yes, I do believe he was abusing Summer. I also believe he got her back on drugs. I've tried to get confirmation, but my grandma is unsure. However, in March, he came to Utah unannounced and stayed with my grandparents for a couple months. He brought one of his sons with him, only one, which I found odd. I don't think that's odd. Sometimes people go, I may take one son somewhere and take my daughter somewhere the next. I don't think that that's odd necessarily, but only one. I found that odd. He told us he left his wife, enrolled his son in school and everything. So he fully intended on staying, but wouldn't elaborate on anything. He was heavily drinking. He was heavily drinking and stole from my grandparents. My grandpa got in an argument with him over the way he was treating his son, and he left and went back to Tennessee. It's all bizarre. Summer's father was the one that attempted to sell his two older children for drugs. It was 25 to 30 years ago when his older children were young. Domestic trafficking. I talk about it all the time. It is one of the most common forms of trafficking. Period. And it's above and beyond ridiculous in Tennessee. Unfortunately, doing research, I found this out. And what that is I need electric bill. Let me sell my kid to you. I need drugs. Let me sell my kid to you. And when people think about trafficking, they don't necessarily think about family members doing it. I'm not saying this. I'm reading a post from somebody, okay? And I'm not done. I'm going to read that again. Summer's father was the one that attempted to sell his two older children for drugs. It was 25 to 30 years ago when his older children were young. We all know about the oldest brother who is batshit crazy. He's got 15 B&Es. He's got 15 charges for diddling kids. He is off the charts. Like red flag, red flag, red flag. Bad, bad shit. Victims did try to come forward. They were told it was too late. The police on Summer's case have been notified as well. Now, I'm not done. The things I have stated are 100% true and accurate, not false accusations or hearsay. But here it's hearsay because I don't have any proof. I'm just sharing it with y'all. I live in the middle of all of it growing up. One of his victims was sexually assaulted daily from the time she was 4 until she was 12. And it only stopped because he went to prison on unrelated charges. She, as well as others, were too scared to come forward when the abuse originally happened. The things his victims went through are completely heartbreaking and awful. Things no one should ever have gone through. Sorry, trying to keep up with this post. The oldest son, this is another person. The oldest son abused somebody from the age of 4. No, Summer's father did. Now, I'm going to tell you, apple tree, we've all heard and seen this oldest brother's, Don Wells, Summer's dad. We've all seen or heard about his rap sheet. It is awful. It's saturated with B&Es and diddling kids. I've already told you that. And I'm going to read one of the exact charges on, or what it means. And it says, no, Summer's father did. The story keeps getting worse and worse. So this is another one. Let me get back to those. Let me see. Where's it at? So the one charge that kept popping up was indecency to a minor. Okay. 1, engages in sexual contact. Let me replay this. pretty slide. I have more pictures to add to it. I just haven't today. Engages in sexual contact with a child or causes the child to engage in a sexual contact, or 2, with intent to, oh God, I don't even, so ick, ugh. 2, with intent to arouse or gratify the sexual desire of any person. Trafficking. It could be, it could very much read like that. A, exposes the person's anus or any part of a person's genitals knowing the child is present. So it's disgusting. There's another little post. This is just some stuff that I had. There's another post where Candace says, no, she didn't just walk off. A small part. Let me see. Where's this other one? Yeah, because I did pull up the one for the Donald Wesley Wells, sexual indecency with a child. Now, I want to say this too, and which some people may not know this. I wish I didn't know, but, whatever. Sometimes if you do not register, they can enforce another charge. It's more or less like reinstating something that's already been taken care of. I know in Arkansas. Now I don't know if it's like that everywhere. A lot of times things are different. But I'm gonna be real honest. It doesn't surprise me about this potentially coming out about the father. It would not surprise me if he did do something. There's also reports that this mother is awful to this daughter and she favors the boys. Guys, the dynamic it can be there. It can totally be there. So, let me drop the link in case, somebody wanted to come up. Elegacy, if you are still here, please come up. I would love to know your thoughts on why you feel like she's still alive. So I would love to know this. If you wanted to come up and share, please, anything positive, that would be amazing. Anybody, if y'all want to come up, where it's not going to be like a to-do or nothing like that. But if somebody wanted to come up and just kind of share, did they go around with dogs? Yes, they have dogs. They have dive teams. Hey, high hopes. If they don't register within 10 days, I think they move to another state. They will show up your doorstep. Yes. Something else too. He's registered in Utah. His home address is in Tennessee. Big fucking problem. Big problem. One hand did not shake the other hand for the older brother. You know what I'm saying? So, something is really off. Mom stated that she had 5 kids when she actually has 6. Also, how can they forget that? Much like, how do you forget your child's age? You're not even counting on 2 hands. Just 1 hand. Let's see. Have we not been hearing that the dad's son was the one with the sex charge? Yes, it is the brother, but where is he? I haven't seen where he's at. Venus says, I have heard these things, but wish there was actual verification. No, as far as the charges, those are real. And everything outside of that, everything I have said, yeah, I totally agree. Let's get some prayer hands. Exactly, Tracy. Because the focus needs to stay on Summer. Did the mom have the boys on social media as much as Summer? Yes. And I do want to look up this too. Let me see. I want to see if we can pull this up. Actually, well, I'll look first before I share it. And it might have been taken down, but I was I'm just going to say it, which, like I said earlier, you can't give something you don't have, and if you don't know, but I think it was extremely poor judgment to allow this child to have a Facebook page. Come on. I just, I don't know. And there's like some, videos of the kids cussing and things like that. There's also, speculation that they could hear a kid crying and getting beat in the background on one of the TikTok. Guys, I'm not doing all that. I'm not doing all that. I had enough of that with Evelyn Boswell. Let me say this too. And I'm proud of our Tennessee and how they have stepped up. I am, because you definitely don't see it in a lot of cases. Some cases you don't see the effort like that. But Tennessee is just coming on the heels of Joe Clyde Daniels, which his dad just got convicted. I'm trying to get my Facebook to cooperate. I'm trying to look up and see if I can find something. And Evelyn Boswell, which Megan is fixing to be, hopefully, which I'm sure they'll push it back like everything else. Evelyn's trial, or Megan Boswell's trial, is supposed to start. And those of y'all that are not familiar with the Evelyn Boswell story, please, guys. Oh man, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I do too. Let me see. I have so many things I want to show y'all. Did she have custody of that child? Maybe that's why she doesn't count that child. It's normal for parents who have children that were adopted. Yeah, I think it's crappy, but yeah, perhaps. I don't know if she, what happened? Hold on, y'all. My whole little screen just jumped, but I'm sure it's going to come back. It's still storming here pretty good, so just give me a second. It should pop up. But I don't know. We've seen so many crazy cases. But yeah, a lot of the let me see. Let me see if I can pull up. I want to see. Let me look at this Facebook page real quick. I want to see if this is actually this baby's. Let me see. People. I'm trying to see if we can actually find, because I seen a screenshot of this, let me see, of Summer's page, her Facebook page, but I'm not seeing it now. So it may have been removed. And really, I want to show y'all this too while I got y'all here. And we're just talking. I dropped the link. I can drop it again if somebody wants to come up. But in the meantime, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. This is what we had to go through last year. This bitch. Oh, this bitch drives me crazy. Let's see. Here we go. Hold on one second. I'm going to pull this up. And this is the case we just, mom's about to go to trial. If the internet gods would cooperate. It's just storming bad here, guys, and it's affecting my internet. So y'all just bear with me. Those of y'all that have been here with me from day one, y'all know we're winging it 101 over here. I'm an old lady trying to jump out here with this YouTube stuff. So, okay, let me show you what I'm looking at with y'all. And y'all it's just unbelievable, This is the shit we are dealing with, though. Okay, here we go. Now let me. The case is so creepy. It's getting a little. Whoa, that's fast. Did y'all see that? That went super fast. Let's see. Okay. Oh, God. Y'all.
She's very sweet. She loves everybody. She's never been mean ever. So I'm very thankful for her.
So listen, guys. This is y'all not familiar with this. This is Megan Boswell. This is Evelyn Boswell's mother. Okay. This just happened last year. This story, this baby's story, is the reason I have my YouTube channel. I was so inspired, devastated, torn apart, angry, every emotion you could possibly have over this case. It tore me inside and out. This is why this case is why my husband will pull me aside and say, hey, easy killer, easy killer. or patience grasshopper. You know, one of those two little things he'll say to me. But this is just a shit we deal with, like with these parents in these cases. I don't know if Summer's parents are involved, but I know this happens. 1,000 tips for Evelyn Boswell in Tennessee, one county over from where Summer's missing. This case happened and the trial is fixing to take place. 1,000 tips. The baby was buried on a family property. Not what? Backtrack. Wasn't even buried, in a shed. Okay. 1,000 tips, and the baby was missing and deceased for 4 months. So, yeah.
She's just a really good-hearted baby in general. Like textbook how you want a baby to be, like has hit every milestone early. You know what I mean? When she was 6 months old, she actually put a bottle on her own and it went straight to a sippy cup. She started walking probably around like 10 months. That was kind of hard though, because she's like not like small as in like underfed, you know what I'm saying? But like she was a preemie when she was born. She's like a smaller baby. And she had trouble like balancing her weight, but she finally got a hold of it. She's starting to say a lot of words, and you know.
Tell me what kind of things she likes to do. What kind of is she
Hold on, y'all. It's froze.
TV shows?
Only Baby Shark. We went to Texas to see her dad, Ethan, and she slept the whole way there. Like I had to make her wake up to eat and stuff like that. And that's like a 24-hour drive there.
So let's get into the last time you saw her. Tell me what that time was like and when that was.
Well, actually, I want to talk about that. I've told TBI where to find her in Mendota. My mom took her to a campground and a silver camper, and if they don't go tonight, I'm going to go find her myself.
Hey, can y'all hear me pretty good? Let me see. Can y'all hear me? Give me a 1 in the comments if y'all can hear me. All right, hold on 1 second. Give me a 1 in the comments if y'all can hear me and see me right this second. Okay, I'm going to shut this one down. I'm going to start a brand new one. Y'all be looking for it. I'm sorry. This is just part of it, and it's live. So those of y'all want to come back and finish this, be looking. I'm set it up. It'll take me no time. See you in a second.